Dear friend, I feel the heaviness in your heart right now. It's as if you're caught in a whirlpool, always trying to please those around you, always striving to keep things smooth, always saying yes even when you don't want to. I know you've often placed yourself in the shadow of others, believing that if you don't please them, you won't be loved or accepted. But I want you to know that you are enough. You are worthy. You are not a tool to serve others' needs. I understand that when you say no, you feel like you're hurting someone. You fear that your refusal will make others sad, damage relationships, or even cost you their affection. But dear friend, know that saying no doesn't mean you lack love. Saying no doesn't mean you don't care. Saying no is you telling yourself that you deserve respect, and saying no is protecting yourself, your identity, and your inner peace. Allow yourself to feel safe in this act. Dear friend, understand that refusing is an act of self-love, and no one has the right to demand you do something you don't truly want. I am worthy of love and respect. I have the right to say no to what doesn't align with me. I am the center of love in my own life. In the next part, we will embrace self-acceptance, the first step in learning to say no without guilt. Together, we will cherish ourselves and recognize that every refusal is a step forward on the path to healing. Dear friend, as you learn to say no, you embark on a journey of self-acceptance. This is the moment to listen to your heart. Recognize what truly matters to you and begin loving yourself more deeply. Imagine your heart as a rose, soft, beautiful, and full of life. But sometimes, in trying to please others, you forced yourself to be something you're not. You may have forgotten that you deserve love and care, even when you don't please someone else. I understand this process can be difficult. Refusing can come with fear or anxiety about not being accepted. But I want you to know that you deserve to live the way you want. You don't need to become what others expect. When you say no, you're not ruining relationships. You're creating respect. Not only for others, but also for yourself. Self-acceptance is an act of love, and when you look in the mirror, you can see who you truly are, a person perfect in their imperfections. You don't need to be perfect to be loved. You love yourself not because you've achieved perfection, but because you are you. I want you to listen to yourself, dear friend, and allow yourself to love and care for yourself without guilt. You don't need to say yes when your heart says no. You have every right to say no without worrying about hurting someone, because self-love is essential for loving others fully. I fully accept myself. I am worthy of love and respect, just as I am. I am grateful for every aspect of myself. With this acceptance, we can continue the healing journey and move to the next vital step, letting go of guilt and anxiety when refusing, so we can live more freely and peacefully. Dear friend, as we begin this journey, one of the hardest things is letting go of perfection. The world has taught us to always strive for perfection, to always do everything right, with no room for mistakes. But I want you to know that perfection is not the goal we're seeking. Sometimes, the pursuit of perfection is what prevents us from living fully. We cannot love ourselves if we're always chasing an unattainable image. Perfection is an illusion. Instead, I invite you to open your heart and accept yourself. In every moment, accept yourself even when you're not perfect, even with your flaws. Imagine, dear friend, A blooming rose, its petals not perfect, perhaps slightly uneven, but still beautiful. That is, you no need to fix or change anything to be perfect. You are already a beautiful flower with everything you have. You don't need to become someone else to be loved. You are enough, just as you are. Fear is also an important part of this journey. You may worry that refusing will cause you to lose others' love or affection. You may fear being isolated or unaccepted if you say no. I understand that feeling, but I want you to remember that fear is not the truth. Let that fear flow away like water. We cannot live in fear forever. When you refuse something you don't want, remember that you're doing it out of self-love, and that is the most important thing. Refusing doesn't mean you lack love. It means you love yourself enough to protect yourself from what doesn't serve you. I don't need to be perfect to be loved. I allow myself to be me with all my imperfections. I let go of fear and embrace the freedom of saying no. As you begin to let go of perfection and fear, you will feel love and safety. This is the moment we move to the next step, loving yourself through refusing, learning that when you protect yourself, you are truly loving yourself. Dear friend, we've come a long way acknowledging pain, accepting ourselves, and letting go of perfection and fear. Now, we've reached a deeply important part of this journey, loving yourself through the act of refusal. Refusing is not a harsh or negative act. It is a profound act of self-love. When you say no to something that doesn't align with you, you are caring for yourself. You are showing that you deserve to be treated with love and respect. Refusing is a way to protect your space, your soul, and your body from harm, pressure, or exhaustion. Imagine, dear friend, that each time you refuse, you're placing a precious gem in the palm of your hand, a gem symbolizing the love you give yourself. When you say no to something that doesn't suit you, you're reminding yourself that you are valuable and you have the right to protect yourself from exhaustion, pressure, or exploitation. Refusing is an expression of inner strength, and you don't need to feel guilty for it. Remember that loving yourself is paramount, and refusing is not about hurting someone. It's about protecting your soul, allowing you to live freely and fully. Picture this. You're standing firmly on your own 2 feet, your eyes lifted to the sky, and from within, you feel a gentle, protective embrace surrounding you. Nothing can invade this space because you've chosen to love and protect yourself. I love myself through every action I take for myself. I have the right to refuse what doesn't serve my happiness. I am the only one who can decide what is best for me. As you learn to love yourself through refusing, you'll feel lighter and your heart will open, ready to receive all the good things life has to offer. Don't forget, you are worthy of love, and you have the right to create a life you love. Dear friend, we've walked through significant steps in this journey, recognizing pain, accepting ourselves, letting go of perfection and fear, and loving ourselves through refusal. Now, you are ready to embrace the light and freedom you deserve. When you begin to say no to what doesn't align with you, you open a door to true freedom. You no longer have to live in the shadow of anxiety, fear, or feelings of unworthiness. Light is shining into your soul, illuminating the wonderful aspects of yourself you may have forgotten. Imagine the light within you. Dear friend, picture a candle burning brightly. Its small, warm flame spreading through your body. That light is unconditional love, self-acceptance, and everything you deserve. It doesn't need to be rushed or perfect. The light within you shines naturally, gently, and deeply. Feel that light. It comes from you. You are the source of that light, and it will continue to grow and expand every time you choose to love yourself. You don't need to seek light elsewhere. It's always within you, waiting for you to recognize and nurture it. Picture this. Imagine a lotus flower blooming in your heart, its warm light radiating from your soul, spreading to the world around you. You are not just receiving light, you are creating it. Every act of self-love, every time you say no and protect yourself, you shine more brightly and firmly. I am the light in my own life. I allow myself to shine and be free. The light within me is unconditional love and complete acceptance. Dear friend, you've walked a meaningful journey, and I'm so proud of you. Always remember that you have the right to say no, to love yourself, and to live life on your terms. You deserve all the beautiful things in this world, and your light will guide your way. And so, we've completed this healing journey together, but the journey never truly ends, and you can continue to grow, explore, and love yourself every day. Now, you are free. You can live with love, freedom, and peace. And I believe every step you take will be filled with light and happiness.